All right, guys, we need to talk. Hey guys, it's Heather here, and this keeps coming up, and you guys are starting to make hashtags about it now, and it's just time to be honest about it. So some of you, well, quite a few of you have been complaining that I'm spending too much time on Twitter flirting with Clash with Ash, when I should be making you guys videos. But I just don't think you guys understand how much fun it is to flirt with Ash. I mean, seriously, you guys should be opening up a new tab right now and start flirting with him, and so you know exactly what I mean. I heard he loves finger painting on screenshots from Clash, just the normal stuff. That's really good. Go with that. So, I mean, you need to realize I'm almost in the legendary arena on this. And if I go a day without flirting on Twitter with Ash, things are going to slide. And I've got some major competition. Mrs. PB is just going to completely overtake me. And I just don't think I could handle that. So I hope you guys can understand that, this is just a major dilemma for me. So is this what you thought I was going to talk about? I mean, you didn't think something like I was going to do a face reveal, right? I mean, that's like Arranged Wars. That's never going to happen. Okay, so I've got a crazy day tomorrow, which means I won't be getting a video out until like Sunday or Monday. So why not just stay up and do a video now? Because I just had this freaking amazing attack in Clash Royale. So I can do a quick video for you guys. And I can, brag about how awesome this attack was and not talk about any of the mistakes that I made. So let's check this out. I am still using my Double Trouble deck, but I'm only going to show you one replay at a time, so it doesn't get too crazy for you guys. So let's watch this attack. Up in the Legendary Arena, again, using the Double Trouble deck. I will link to my video on that in the description below. I'm using the Royal Giant, the Minions, the Minion Horde, Arrows and Zap, and the Ice Wizard, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. And it's been working really well for me. And probably because I've been using this deck so much that's just what I've been doing over and over again. I've been using this deck so much, so it's pretty hard for me to change and be just as effective. So let me show you this very last attack that I did tonight that I was so excited about that I started posting about it on Twitter and thought, well, you know what? You actually know how to do videos. You should do a video on this. So let's watch this. So up in Legendary, I'm usually facing minors and princesses, usually quite a few legendaries, but this deck is still holding up really well. So I start this out same way I normally do. I usually have a giant, so I'll start the giant back, start building elixir, and he comes rushing with a minor and minions, and so I gotta throw my arrows. Because with my tower being distracted, those 3 minions could have done a massive amount of damage. I know how minions work. That's why I use them too. So by the time I get the Royal Giant up to the bridge, I have enough elixir that I can drop my Mini P.E.K.K.A, but he has Barbarians, which can be really rough on this deck. So I go ahead and zap them, which allows my Mini P.E.K.K.A to one-hit them. And I'm able to knock off more from his tower than he was on mine. So I feel like that's a pretty good trade. He has a little bit more elixir built up than I do, but I'm good with that. So, and then this is something I really don't see too often is the Lava Hound. I think a lot of people tend to throw too many troops at it. So I'm just gonna go ahead on this and keep attacking on the right side and just throw my Ice Wizard over to the left just to slow that Hound down. And by the time he takes it out, he'll be able to help with the pups as well. So I get my minions behind the giant to help back him up a bit. He throws a Valkyrie, so my Mini P.E.K.K.A takes out the Valkyrie. Still have that Ice Wizard working on that Lava Hound, doing a great job. Have to throw the arrows because he sends his miner in. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. Throw my Ice Wizard, which is great to be able to distract the Barbarians. The Ice Wizard can take out the Barbarians, plus he's gonna help take out the Spear Goblins. So that was a great elixir trade for me. So we're about even with the elixir. He has worked off, pretty good chunks from both of my towers. I have one of his towers under 1,000. And here we go into the double 1 minute. And here comes his princess with the Lava Hound. So I'm just gonna keep on pushing on the right side. I need to get my arrows out so I can take care of that princess, which I do right there. Go ahead and send a double giant But I'm going to be in trouble here because he's got his miner, he's got his Valkyrie, he's got the Lava Hound. So I'm trying to keep him off that tower. No go. We swapped towers in this. So he still has a Lava Hound that's up. He has his miner up. And I'm sending minions up at the top to help my Royal Giant. Was probably a big mistake on my part. Because now he's got pups that are on my tower. He's got a Lava Hound that's on my right tower. So things are not looking too good. We're ending in a tie. He's got lava pups. He's got a miner. He's got my tower that's going to go all the way down to 800. Finally get that taken care of. So he's only got 800 left to take out on my tower. I drop a giant up front. I like to do this if I have weak minions or really any minions. If I can get my giant ahead of them and save them. You know, he didn't do too well there, but that's one thing that's really great to do is use the giant as a blocker to be able to block for the minions and hopefully get the minions in there. And this is where it gets really nerve-wracking. He's got the miner coming in, he's got the lava pups that have burst, and all I've got are weak minions to take them out, drop a P.E.K.K.A to help take out the miner. He's got my tower down to 200. Again, I send my giant up front to be able to block, throw in some arrows to try and help out. It's just like, this is nerve-wracking because now he's got, you know, my tower down to 96 and he sends the miner over. All I have left is the ice wizard to drop against the miner, but luckily my giant blocking for my minions was able to take out that tower just in time. Only 32 left on my tower. Wow, I cannot believe that just happened. Super pumped after that battle. So great that I put the iPad down and walked away because it just wasn't going to get any better than that. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Be sure to leave some comments down below if you're using this deck and how it's going for you, or what you're substituting for the Ice Wizard if you don't have that yet. Be sure to follow me on Twitter because, that's where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be here on YouTube very much longer because I'm kind of addicted to Twitter right now. I'll be coming back at you again soon, on Friday-ish, some day around Friday or a couple days after, before. You'll get a video, I promise. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you next time.